Any attitude, belief, behavior, or institutional arrangement that favors one race or ethnic group over another. The concept of placing low-income or minority communities within close proximity of degraded environments. Facilities can be filled with harmful contaminants and lead to various health issues. For example, drinking contaminated groundwater, playing on school playgrounds next to a plant producing toxic emissions, exposure to asbestos, or corporations attempting to build nuclear waste dumps near low-income populations. The fair treatment and meaningful involvement of all people, regardless of race, color, national origin, or income, with respect to the development, implementation, and enforcement of environmental laws, regulations, and policies. Exide Technologies in Vernon, California, purposely pollutes its local residents and is known for battery recycling. Due to the contamination crisis, over 100,000 local residents face an elevated risk of cancer, 44 times the legal amount, which affects mainly Latino residents as the population is over 80%. Exide uses 88 different regulated chemicals, with lead and arsenic being its greatest hazards. Exide has been out of compliance with the state and local environmental regulations for decades. Ignorance to environmental laws has become a threat to environmental justice in America. Many critics argue that humans naturally struggle sharing resources equally, with respect to everyone, regardless of race, class, ethnicity, and religion, overall denouncing environmental racism. This statement is false, as research shows that the consequences of environmental racism are linked to racial capitalism and white supremacy due to the lack of improvement within low-income communities. The basis of white privilege was coined in the 1990s. Environmental concerns were made to support white Americans, leaving people of color disproportionately burdened. The consequences of environmental injustice has caused many health and policy concerns. Although government action has been taken, the system has always benefited white Americans for decades. Racism can be harnessed by economic processes which are widely known as manifestations of racial capitalism, being labor and land. The United States prison system is a prime example of this. The government puts their inmates in either prisons, jails, juvenile detention prisons, or immigration detention centers across the United States within close proximity to toxic, underfunded sites and other hazardous land uses, which is considered a public health threat. On many occasions, these threats are ignored due to the individual's socioeconomic status in society. Environmental racism is not one-dimensional. It has multiple aspects to it. There is a deep structural racism built within the system in order to maintain environmental racism. This is ultimately affecting people of color and individuals of low socioeconomic status. This is currently shown throughout our health policies, immigration laws, geographic locations, gentrification, and discrimination within America. To combat environmental racism, the government should put in more effort to achieve environmental justice for all. You can support environmental justice by implementing self-education, elevate the voices who are impacted, and hold your representatives accountable.